most of Luke chapter 14 is Jesus at a dinner party, provocatively stirring things up and making his point in a way that no one could miss. But when we come to sentence 25, Jesus has left the dinner party and presumably is outside in some way, shape or form. It says, sentence 25, large crowds were travelling with Jesus, and Jesus turned to them and said. So now he's in front of a really big group. He's no longer with the prominent Pharisee in his home having a meal with a few. He's outside speaking to a wide range of people, a big multitude of people. But it doesn't change how direct and challenging Jesus is. He's the most loving man who has ever lived. And yet also he really does call a spade a spade. He just says it as it is. He doesn't hold back. But we know he's motivated by love. So it's important that we hear what he says. In sentence 25 through to 35, there's 5 very short analogies, pictures almost, of what it means to be a disciple, a follower of Jesus. All of them are quite surprising. Let's look at the first ones. Jesus says, sentence 26, if anyone comes to me and does not hate father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, even their own life, such a person cannot be my disciple. Now, Jesus is using a common Jewish practice of exaggeration here. He doesn't literally mean to hate your family. What he means is if your love for God is not so intense that it makes your love for your family not look like hatred, then it's not the kind of love you should have for God. You're not a full disciple. That if your commitment to Jesus is so extravagant that it makes your commitment to your family look like hatred, then your commitment to Jesus is falling short. I mean, that's pretty radical stuff, isn't it? That's pretty demanding stuff. The second image is just as demanding. Sentence 27. And whoever does not carry their cross and follow me cannot be a disciple. Cross carrying was the criminal's activity rejected by society as you walk to your execution. If your commitment to Jesus wouldn't take you to that point, then you cannot be my disciple, he says. These first 2 images that we'll think of today are hugely demanding, aren't they? Thank goodness Jesus is the one who loves us like nobody else and is going to show us how to be these kind of disciples. But I want to urge you just to reflect again as I read these 2 images straight from Jesus' lips of what it says about your love for Jesus and what it says about your commitment to Jesus. Is your love for Jesus so full and complete and overwhelming that it makes your good love for your family look like hate? And is your commitment to following Jesus so outstanding and complete that it's like carrying your cross to your own execution? Let me read them to you again. Large crowds were travelling with Jesus, and turning to them he said, if anyone comes to me and does not hate father and mother, wife and children, brothers and sisters, yes, even their own life, such a person cannot be my disciple. And whoever does not carry their cross and follow me cannot be my disciple.